Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to do this reading for Yeon-seok and Subin, that they are the co-stars of the new K-drama When the Phone Rings. I started watching it when it aired, and actually I'm obsessed with the K-drama. It's really good. Like usually, I personally I'm not a fan of romance, like romantic case romance, but in this case, it's I don't know, it's so toxic. I love it. And also, I love the actor. I had watched a lot of his work. I loved him in Mr. Sunshine, also in Doctor Romantic. But yeah, this is a whole different kind of role, so I'm enjoying it. And if you're watching, please give me your feedback as well, so I don't feel so lonely like talking about this. But yeah, let's do this sort of bond, friendship, chemistry reading between the two of them. So yeah, I placed him on the left and her on the right. So yeah, let's see the cards that they got. Starting with him, we have the Eight of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Tower. From her side, we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Magician, the Two of Cups, and then the Four of Swords jump out. So I included it because usually I take only three for each side, but the Four of Swords wanted to come in, so I included it. Then the relationship or connection as a role, we have the Three of Cups, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and we have the Page of Cups. A lot of cups, I would say, yeah. And from another deck, I pulled an extra card as an advice, and I got the card of the Queen of Pentacles again, and the keyword is practicality. So yeah, this is a very mature, I would say, very mature kind of connection, very professional, but at the same time, it works very well, I would say. Um, I see that she is a bit much more mature or stable than him, but yeah, I will expand on that later. From his side, with the Eight of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Tower. Um, all these swords coming for him, I'm like I understand because I had been watching the K drama, so I know that there's a level of aggression coming from his character, from the role that he's playing. That there's a lot of, I would say, frustration, anger, and I think that he could it be that he brings this behavior also when the cameras are off, because honestly I see that he cannot detach himself from the character, like he's sort of trapped in the character's way um, of being sort of frustrated with her, a bit immature, um, also with the tower very self-destructive, I would say. Um, and and I don't know why this vibe it gives me that um he's sort of caught up he's caught up in a cycle where probably all his characters, mostly the most intense ones, they tend to be very aggressive, and I think that it's sort of taking a toll on him. I think that he usually is a very happy guy, but probably the roles that he's been taking are very aggressive, very much on the defensive, authoritarian, impulsive. So I see that he's sort of caught up in these roles. I don't know if um I don't know if there's something about him not being able to get different roles than this, that he's so good at these roles that he continuously gets like the same kind of character, and I think that he feels trapped. He's like, wow, like will I get at some point the good guy kind of character? I think that in this moment he's feeling very nervous, very erratic, um, um, and he is aggressive verbally, but not to her. I think that this is not him, the person, but him, the character. He has to get into those feelings, um, and I think that maybe after this he might need a break from these characters that they have a lot of pent up anger, I would say. And with the tower, I think that he's adapting because with the page of swords, he's very intelligent. He's very talented, but probably he's a bit tired of playing the role of the bad guy, or the character that is always angry, or that is always looking for a fight, it seems. He feels trapped in those kinds of roles. I don't know, I think that it also has to do, like, there's something about him being like, I cannot even smile. I have to be serious all the time, or I have to have this defensiveness about me. But with the tower, he's like, yeah, I hope, the character evolves, or a relationship evolves, so I can become softer. Probably this is like, the first instances of, the drama where he has to show up with this intensity and with this, um, being this very unlikable person in general. And I think that in his personal life, he's the total opposite. He's not like his characters. He's very far away from the annoying type. But um, also, I believe that, because I got a lot of swords, so there's something about him also being afraid of communicating as a normal person. Because I don't know if maybe people take the wrong way what he says, or misinterpret what he says. I see that he's very vocal, he's very honest, he's a very straightforward person, but maybe, maybe in the past he wasn't received very well. This is why with the Ace of Swords, I think that he's sort of caught up in a sort of fame. I don't know if he had like a scandal or something like this, that people put a label on him about him being difficult, but actually, no, he's not difficult. It's just that he's a very intense person, very outspoken, very spontaneous, and he doesn't measure himself. Also, like I said, with the Page of Swords, he can be a bit impulsive. He can sound a bit immature sometimes when he talks, but yeah, with the tower, I think that he's like, I hope you don't see me like this. And definitely, I think that when it comes to how he feels for her, I think that he feels very trapped in this, past perception that he had, or I don't know if he's like, I hope she doesn't see me like this, because actually I'm different. And I hope she allows me to show this. With the tower, it's like, please, let's destroy this and start all over, and have like a different foundation, a different beginning. But probably, the first scenes that they had to shoot together, they were very aggressive, or they had a lot of intensity, and him not being so nice. So I think that he's afraid in general of being perceived as his characters, especially as the bad guys. He's like, no, actually, I'm not like that. I'm a really sweet person. I'm not erratic at all. I may be too honest. Maybe he is too blunt, or he has a way of saying things that maybe not everyone likes, his sense of humor, or what he has to say. But he feels caught up in this, but he's hoping that maybe this work or this key drama can sort of destroy this old perception that people has of him. And there's something about him also probably wanting her to see him differently. He's like, I'm not that bad guy, or I'm not like my characters. I actually can treat you better. um I think that I don't know why, I feel like he feels a bit embarrassed. So I wonder if someone said something to her about him, because actually, he's afraid of that, of like, please don't judge me. Something like this. Oh, please don't judge me. Um, I don't know if he feels he has like a reputation or what, and he just carries that with him. And he's like, I wish you wouldn't see me like that. But with the tower, there's a possibility of that, of him sort of destroying this perception and starting all over with her. I believe that he does want this. Um, he gets very nervous around her. I must say, because she got the Queen of Pentacles. So I'm like, wow, she holds all the power here. She holds all the power because she's so professional, she's so collected, she's so stable, she's so calm, and he looks like a teenager next to her. I would say, I know he's older than her, but it doesn't seem energetically, I don't see it here. I see him very fearful. I see him like somehow being like, please don't judge me, please don't judge me. um and he sort of controls himself, like he probably wants to talk to her more often, but he's like, no, what if I come on too strong, or what if I say something wrong, but he's trying to change this, because with the tower he's like sort of realizing that he shouldn't be that afraid, that she's okay with him. Actually, she's very comfortable with him, but probably she makes him feel nervous. He doesn't know if she likes him or not. Because her with the Queen of Pentacles, also the Magician, the Two of Cups, and the Four of Swords. She has the power here in this dynamic. Definitely she has the power. Because I think that she has a sort of a very silent and a slow moving energy, that is so attractive, that definitely, but she is, it's like she asserts her dominion with how quiet maybe she's. It's not about not talking, but she's more slow in her reactions. She's much more observant. She's sort of very ladylike. So she seems much more mature than him. Definitely, she's like could it be that she's even a bit old fashioned, or maybe that her, there's something about her just being this very magnificent person, and she is so talented that maybe there's a mix of a lot of things that put her really in this place of ownership of him. I would say she's the one in control here. She's the one in control in this dynamic. um and definitely, one of the things that I think that makes her very special is that she really can play the role of the lover. We have the Magician and we have the Two of Cups. So there's something about her just being really good at pretending to be in love. Like maybe this is why he feels so vulnerable or so uneasy around her, because she really makes you feel the emotions. Like she really makes you feel the connection. Maybe it's the way she looks at him or the way she moves around him, that she really plays the role of the lover very well. Like she makes you feel like she's really into you, that she's really in love with you, that she's really feeling all this love or this passion. And I think that this is why he feels so unstable next to her, because she's so gifted, she's so talented like this. When it comes to emotions, connection, chemistry, she's so good at building this with him, that I think that she looks at him a certain way, or she touches him, or she approaches him a certain way, and she's like, it's like she's like the perfect lover. And also there's something very loving about her energy, just being very generous, very open, very receptive, and also, like I mentioned, a very ladylike kind of person. So I think that probably he has a sort of weakness for these kind of people. People that are very soft spoken or are very ladylike or are a bit mysterious even. Or the person that is like, oh yeah, I'm professional, I show up on time, and I'm so educated, and I'm so patient, and so respectful. And for him, it's different. His energy feels much more out of control, feels a bit chaotic, feels a bit erratic. But like I said, I think that it has to do with the past roles that he had been having. Not all of them, but he always gets roles, or there's something about his work always been about very complex individuals. So definitely there's a moment where these characters that he plays sort of gets in his psyche, and even when he wants to be like the nicest guy, sometimes people think or perceive him as his characters, and he's so far away from this. But I think that he's like, like at this point, I think that he sort of gave up on trying to convince people, like, I'm nicer, actually, I'm sweeter. But there's something about her that makes him feel nervous. Definitely, it makes him feel very inexperienced, a bit goofy next to her. But yeah, she's the queen here. She is the one in control. I would say she really likes him because, with the magician and the two of cups, she's like, I like our chemistry. I really I really don't mind like having this connection with you. Like you really like you are a great partner. Like she's not intimidated by him at all. She's so comfortable with him. She's so comfortable. It's like, you do what you have to do, especially because I believe that he has to lead, he has to be the dominant one. So she's just patient. She's just there being like, just bring it on. Whatever you want to do, I will receive it. She's a very receptive person, and for him, this not just as an artist, but also and as a colleague, but also as a man, I think that he's like, okay, she will let me guide her, she will let me do this. But at the same time, he's like, please, if there's something that bothers you, please tell me if I'm doing something wrong or if I'm hurting you. Like he just wants to be careful with her. But yeah, with the two of cups from her side, and also I think that there could be a sort of admiration coming from her, or maybe that, she sort of thinks that he's cool, or that he is her type somehow. There's attraction, there's interest from her, or maybe, playing these sort of dynamics that are so intense and are so about the passionate emotion and love. It inspires her somehow. I don't know if she's taken, if she's in a relationship or not. I don't see it here, but I think that definitely she feels very comfortable, like um playing the role of his wife. I think that there's attraction coming from her. It's just that she plays it so cool. She's so independent, or she's so stable, that probably he's like, no, there's no way she feels something for me, because she's always like in control of her emotions. Also, with the Four of Swords, I think that she's very passive. It's like probably she may feel a sort of attraction towards him, but she's not going to do anything. She's going to play with his expectations. It's like, okay, with the magician, it's like, I will play along. Like whatever you want out of this chemistry, I will play along with you. And she sort of feels the chemistry in the air, and she expects it, expects this chemistry, these high feelings. Um, but with the Four of Swords, I think that then she it's not that she loses interest, but I think that she calms herself down, and she's like, okay, never mind. I'm feeling like this because of our how close we are, how close our characters are, and it's because of the plot, and no, actually it's her. I think that she's attracted. She's attracted. Um, but yeah, she's the one that, if something could happen between the two of them, it's up to her because she comes here as the Queen of Pentacles. But yeah, she's very career orientated as well. She's emotional, but at the same time, I think that when it comes to her roles, maybe she wants, she expects a certain success. I think that she's a very committed person. And so this is why I can sort of see her like being like, I kind of like him. I find him attractive, or I love what we have. But then with the Four of Swords, it's like, yeah, but then let's just leave it on the set. That's it. That's it. Um, the connection as an overall, we have the Three of Cups, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and we have the Page of Cups. And then again, we have the Queen of Pentacles, that is as practicality. This is a very interesting duo, guys, I must say, because with the Three of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Page of Cups, honestly, there's connection. I think that with the Three of Cups in the future, there's a friendship. Definitely, it's them and the other people. It's like all of them hanging out. But the Wheel of Fortune and also the Page of Cups, it sort of lets me know that, this could turn at some point into, I don't know if there will be like a dating rumor, or there will be like them having a certain closeness or appearing somewhere, or people finding out. But with the Page of Cups, I see that there's emotionality here open. There's an invitation, there's them hanging out on by themselves and people finding out. I don't know. I think that, you know, romance is in the air, with all these cups. With the Three of Cups, I'm like, okay, I can sort of see them, them hanging out because of work, and them hanging out with others, that it's not just them, it's a group of friends and them. But the Wheel of Fortune is turning, so it's like, this can change at any moment. This can change at any moment. And with the Page of Cups, there's an invitation, there's a reunion that can get intimate. So yeah, guys, I think that the emotions are evolving. The emotions are evolving. The feelings are evolving. So definitely um they're not ignoring how they feel. This definitely, this kind of work or these roles or this that they are working together is sort of sparking certain feelings, certain emotions, and it's very deep. And it's very unpredictable, honestly. Like, I think that even for themselves, they are like, no, there's no way we could have this feeling or sensation persisting between each other. Oh, it's just work. I think that both of them are trying to rationalize it. Also, the Queen of Pentacles, practicality. There's something about like, oh yeah, let's be honest, let's be practical. This is because we are spending so much time together, and because we have to, you know, see each other after this and do promotions and show up. But honestly, I think that emotional availability there is. I don't know about their situation. Maybe if you guys are fans of theirs, if you know if one of them could be taken, maybe one of them is married. I have no idea. Honestly, here I don't see other people. I see them reacting to each other. And I see that, there's openness here. So yeah, let's see. Let's see how it goes. But the chemistry, amazing. So yeah, guys, this is all I see for these two. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.